So Kai Cenat accidentally incited a riot in New York City. I don't even know how this happens, but basically he decided to show up to New York City, Union Square, wherever, and he decided to give away 200 PlayStations. I guess that's the amount of people he expected to show up. Well, actually, about 2,000 to 3,000 people showed up, and they were violent.
Yeah, and they almost shut down the entire city with their level of violence that they were.
Yeah, I don't even. this has to be like one of the most like strange intros to a video we've ever recorded, because even just saying that sounds stupid. But this really happened, and this is an ongoing situation right now. They're still cleaning up the mess in the streets. Just take a look at this crowd right here.
People pushing and shoving.
That's the police.
Yeah, there's the police, and they're throwing obstacles,
like a traffic cone or something.
Construction cones, water bottles.
More objects, water coolers, and things being thrown at the police now.
Jesus.
And looks like somebody else.
And this is crazy. There was like fights taking place. Some guy had a fire extinguisher just spewing loads into the crowd for no reason.
Yeah.
This has caught tons of national attention. Pretty much every like news station in New York is covering this disaster. They're still live right now. This happened like hours ago, but right now there's still a live feed showing that there's still plenty of people there. Cops are struggling to contain everything that's happening here. Here we can see social media personality Kai Cenat has been arrested after chaos unfolded at his event in Union Square. Cenat, for those unaware, is a well-known Twitch streamer and YouTuber, whom earlier this year became the most streamed Twitch user ever. Cenat was holding the event as some sort of huge giveaway and promised to give video game consoles and more away. However, the event turned into an unruly mob that began throwing objects at police officers. People then reportedly began clinging onto his vehicle as it left the scene. What are your thoughts about this incident? Well, I've got a lot of thoughts.
There's a lot of thoughts here. But
Holy fuck.
I want to see this video of them driving
This
off.
is Kai attempting to run away from the mess that he's created.
That crowd there chase after. That's the
They're
vehicle
on top
right
of the
there.
car.
They're on top of the car. The car is struggling to move.
That they believe Kai Cenat is in right now. As Safan was saying, he was there. He was in the crowd for a little bit of time, but clearly this was an out-of-control crowd, and
everyone has their phones out. They're like recording him as they're chasing this down.
And there's like 10 people like on the car. Like what is the end goal here? Are they trying to break in and kill him? Like what?
Steal the PS5s.
Oh yeah, what exactly? Look at this. Look at this bullshit. This is crazy.
Being in that car, like looking up and seeing all the guys. Like, what am I looking at?
I don't even understand like what the thought process here was. We'll get into like why he should have, maybe not foreseen this exact situation happening, but YouTubers have posited the idea of throwing a huge event out in public before and canceled it because of the fear that stuff like this might happen. Here we see another view of the crowd.
Just to show you guys how much people are here.
Yeah, exactly. You can see.
It looks like a Renaissance painting. There's just people like pushing each other. Their arms are up in the air. It's like
all there just to see Kai.
Look for this overhead view. You can see like 3 separate like large crowds all over this. I mean, I think this shut down one of the subway stations in New York. Like it stopping at this stop because of how many people were showing up through the station.
Yeah.
And also just how many people were there. So he literally shut down NYC. That is it right there. Yeah, that's the subway station. This one stopped. They stopped making stops here at this subway station.
Here he is just moments before stepping out of the car.
Yeah, when he realizes how bad it really is.
Come on, God, man. Turn me up, man. Oh, yo, man. I need to get amped up in this shit.
Yeah, what it mean?
Yo, play that Fredo shit. Play that. Oh my God,
That's when they realize like how big the crowd actually is.
Yo, make sure y'all protect Chris. He got the motherfucking camera. He got the mafia.
Protect the camera, man.
Yo, put back on.
Yeah. I can't have nobody bumping into my shit.
All the A&P out here, man.
Yeah. Let me get off first.
Where we going? Where the park? Where the park?
Holy shit.
Where the park at? Right here. Oh shit, park.
And he's got about like 4 to 5 bodyguards here with him to protect him from the crowd. And he walks through the crowd or whatever, and the cameraman just sort of like gives up right around here once they realize like just how big of a shit show this actually is.
Yeah, they're like holding Kai super tight. He's like, let's run away over here. Oh my God.
He doesn't even know where to stand to give away the consoles or whatever. Like, again, like there was literally no planning done here. And here the cameraman just kind of just gives up. Like he literally just stops.
And just the stream
and then the stream crashes. Now, it did come back just for a moment here.
I gotta take him over there. Wait. Play the back. Play the back. You get the back.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck. And you can hear just, the camera crashes, but you can just hear the noise of the, it does sound like a riot. I think we get the point there, but
Jesus.
It's just completely insane. Here is Kai getting arrested.
All right, dig it.
Jeez, man.
Now, I like how he, like, while they're arresting him, he's like, man, like, what am I getting arrested for?
Like, what is happening right
Why
now?
is this happening? How did this crowd show up? He's just completely, like, oblivious to what's going on.
Bewildered. Because another thing he was getting some heat for is from, like, the news stations is that he didn't have, like, a permit for this or anything or nothing at all. It wasn't some sort of, like, you know, event where he was like, hey, guys, get a ticket, show up, or, like, he checked with New Union Square, like, nothing like that. So he's just even, he didn't even think this through at all. He's just like, what is going on?
Yeah, you know, he didn't plan for this at all. He didn't plan for the amount of people to be there or whatever. And again, you know, they were talking about this. This is the NYPD officer addressing the crowd saying that he didn't have a permit, so he could get charged for actually inciting a riot, which is crazy.
Jesus.
If there is any kind of action that might be taken or could be taken against the influencer.
Absolutely. We're in contact with the influencer. I have our legal team here. I'm going to have a discussion with our Commissioner Caban in a little bit, and then we'll make a decision there.
Well, I'm wondering, though, if there's anything specific that you could be charging him with?
Well, we'll discuss with our legal department about inciting a riot and other charges.
And other charges.
And other charges. He's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know what this is going to look like. I've never seen some sort of situation like this with a influencer, because usually management team, maybe his management team was just terrible. I feel like usually they think about this kind of stuff and plan it out. How did this even happen? I don't even, this is such a weird, maybe they wanted this to be a publicity stunt, but they didn't realize that you need like a public permit or whatever. They're like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just, I'm just going to publicly show up to the downtown New York, you know, and just do a giveaway. And I guess he didn't think it would be this crazy or even violent, because again, like, I might be flashing footage up while we're talking about this. There's like people getting attacked. There was like fucking somebody, again, like just spewing like a fire extinguisher. Yeah, here we have this footage. She's saying we can't have shit. Everyone's like, you can see the objects flying. The whole street is trashed.
Yeah.
That's a fire extinguisher. Like, what? This is Twitch chat IRL, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Twitch chat IRL.
Bro, they treat the Cenat event like the BLM riots,
Okay.
which they actually are. They're actually cleaning it up faster and more effective than the riots.
I guess so.
Which is crazy. Which makes me wonder, like, do influencers actually have the ability to incite riots now? Is this a trend we're gonna see?
This might be like this actually might cause like some real issues, because if people see this, like the New York government sees this, and they're like, wow,
holy
they could
shit,
just start a riot immediately for any reason they wanted to. Let's buckle down and like not allow these people to do this kind of stuff.
I mean,
I don't know.
We saw Jake Paul, and remember that footage of Jake Paul just like looting in the middle of a random BLM riot just for no reason?
Yeah, I also
like a
remember,
fucking loser.
I also remember there was like, wasn't there that one event that Jake and Logan Paul had where they were like sprinting around, where there's just like crowds of fans following them? I swear that happened. I remember Logan like running, and you could see his big forehead. Yeah, just like fans following him around everywhere, just like totally careless and just.
Now again, like, you know, I just can't get over like how poorly planned this event was, because if you remember last year, like Mr. Beast was he was doing this like stunt where at a specific grocery store he was gonna pay for everybody's groceries.
Yeah.
But they canceled the event like the same day it happened because, you know, of security reasons, basically, right?
Yeah, basically, like, I think he told one of the employees that worked there this is what he was going to do. Then that employee told every other employee, and then every other employee told all their family, and then basically they all knew the day it was going to happen. So everyone showed up loaded their carts up completely. Like you can see in this video, their carts are full, completely full.
Yeah.
Their lines are backed up. I mean, they have everything here.
All these people showed up for like free groceries and shit. And Mr. Beast is like, if I show up, this store will be like a crater.
Yeah, no, actually it would be a crater. So he had to cancel for security reason, and it makes sense. I mean, in this other tweet, if you go back, yeah, here's like one of the texts. So we've been going around all towns. We've been going around town all week doing small acts of kindness for people. I wanted to go to Piggly Wiggly to discreetly pay for some people's groceries when they checked out, so we asked the manager for permission to film. They decided to spread the word far and wide and that I was coming to buy out the store. People were saying that the employees were telling them the day before to come the next day to get free stuff from Mr. Beast, which we were not aware of, and asked them not to tell anyone. Basically, the employees lied to people. So it's supposed to be some secret thing, supposed to be some low-key thing where he would just kind of show up out of nowhere, pay for a couple people, and dip. And instead, they decided to spread the word around. Come by tomorrow. Mr. Beast will feed your family.
Really?
Really?
So then a trillion people showed up with like loaded cars. They're like, yes.
I know this is going to happen. That's not how that
but
works.
Yeah, if Mr. Beast can't run like a publicity stunt like this or whatever in a fucking grocery store, imagine being Kai Cenat publicly broadcasting yourself in New York City for a giant giveaway
of like 300 PlayStations. So it's not just your groceries. Like PlayStations are like what, still $1,000, aren't they?
Yeah, you can't even buy them.
Yeah, like they're unavailable. You can't buy them. So he's giving away 300 PlayStations. How did he even expect this to go, though? Think about it. You give away 300 PlayStations, there's 2,000 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Now you have 300 people with PlayStations and 1,700 people who are angry they didn't get anything.
Right.
And they're also
all
already
fighting
violent.
each other. I mean, we see like Black Friday sales or whatever where people get violent, stomping
Yes.
people. Literally, people die at Black Friday. They'll be at the line for Best Buy and people are stomping on them to buy a new fucking TV. Right?
Exactly. So how did he think this would work? That everyone just be like, oh man, I didn't win. Oh well, I'll move on.
Yeah.
No, everyone is already violent. And they're going to get more violent. Now there's 300 PS5s out for grabs and a huge crowd.
Oh, to be a boomer in New York who has no idea about any of this and to just witness this on the streets, like
Out of nowhere, just like, damn.
holy shit.
Oh my God.